Hi, I'm Hilma Volk, no wrinkles, and we're going to talk about apple cider vinegar. And some 30-some years ago, when I was about 33, I was at a meeting, had nothing to do with health. I was actually a volunteer for Civil Air Patrol for a few years, la-di-da, and this man sat down beside me, and I'd never seen him before, and he was probably around 60, and he told me that he had been at one time all crippled up with rheumatism, and that he had been cured by drinking apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons in a large glass of water 3 times a day. What a tick-off line! Yeah, and was he selling vinegar? No, he wasn't selling anything. He was flirting. Yeah, maybe. And and anyway, he claimed that his rheumatism had been cured. Now, rheumatism is kind of a catch-all word that could mean several things. It might have been he had rheumatoid arthritis. I don't know. But anyway, it was the beginning of my interest in apple cider vinegar, and there are different types of apple cider vinegar. The 2 common things that you'll find are the distilled vinegar. This is very commonly found in grocery stores, and you notice it's quite clear. And this has been filtered and pasteurized, and pasteurized heating. So it's different than the more organic, raw apple cider vinegar that you notice is cloudy and ugh. It doesn't look as pretty. No, it doesn't look as pretty. And this is supposed to have the mother in it. Mother, daddy. No, well, the mother is the pulpy stuff that have been filtered out, and supposedly that's where all the good nutrients and vitamins and stuff is, although it's been claimed by others that apple cider vinegar does not have very many vitamins, although it has some minerals. But it's both of these have been diluted to 5% acid, and diluted with water to be 5% acid. And the acetic acid in there, although there's other acids in here as well, is supposedly primarily what gives a lot of its benefits, although there's not been a lot of research done. Apple cider vinegar has been used for medicinal purposes for thousands of years. In fact, the founder, the guy who's supposed to be the founder of modern Western medicine, in 400 BC, Hippocrates, he used that on his patients. In fact, he did it for himself. And the amount of claims that are made for apple cider vinegar as a folk remedy, you would think this was snake oil. Hey, get your bottle of vinegar here. Get your... No. So it's got a lot of claims for health benefits. And I won't go into why they say these benefits are good. It's somewhat controversial because people say yes, it hasn't. Yes, no, it doesn't. It's the phytochemicals in here. No, it's not. Well, anyway, you don't have to know why something works, but if it works is what's really important, and if it works without giving you side effects. So, first of all, before I go into what the benefits are of apple cider vinegar, let me tell you something about digestion in a nutshell. Because your stomach, you know from early science class that it produces hydrochloric acid, but your stomach does not produce hydrochloric acid all the time. For example, when you're done digesting food, you don't need to produce hydrochloric acid anymore. Hydrochloric acid is especially useful in digesting proteins because it has to break the proteins apart in order to get digested. Well, after your stomach is done digesting, which can take up to 2 hours if in a complicated meal, that's when you should be drinking your water, is on an empty stomach or a digested stomach, so you're not diluting the acids in your stomach. Or you should drink a lot of water before a meal, but not during a meal, because you're diluting the acids in your stomach. And that's where apple cider vinegar comes in, is to when you should take it. And the best time to take apple cider vinegar is before a meal. right before a meal because it increases the acid in your stomach to help digest it. Now, different sites and different people have different claims of how much to take. Some will say 2 teaspoons, some will say 2 tablespoons. Well, if you're new to apple cider vinegar, it does sometimes have an acquired taste because it's very acidic. Start out with a teaspoon or 2 in a glass of water, and if it's a little harsh for you, you can add some honey. And for some people, they add just a smidgen of baking soda, but you don't want to add too much baking soda because you do want the acidic qualities. And you do want to drink it with a straw because you don't want that touching your teeth. So that's why you want to have it before meals, because it helps with digestion. And if you're worried about acid reflux, I'll be talking about that. So don't worry if you have acid reflux. It actually is helpful for it. Wow, amazing. You don't want to brush your teeth right after either, because that'll get the acid pushed into your teeth. But what you can benefit from is nowadays they have a lot more what they call enamel building toothpaste. Now, whether or not it builds enamel or not, but what it does do is helps fight off acid. So if you have the ability to brush your teeth before drinking it, that's great. But as you eat your meal, your saliva, which is basic, not acidic, will mix in with the food and help combat that apple cider vinegar. But also what you can do is rinse out your mouth with water, or if you have it, baking soda, and slosh the baking soda around in there and then spit it out, because you don't want that acidity or the baking soda in your mouth, because you want to have the acid working for digestion. Now, a word about pills. There are apple cider vinegar pills, and a lot of people take them because they don't want to be passing this through their mouth. But this has a 5% dilution. Pills may be much more concentrated than that, and a problem can occur. So you want to be aware of this. A problem can occur. A problem. If you've had any problem at all swallowing pills, or if that pill gets stuck anywhere down, the coating can come off, dissolve, and it releases that acid not in your stomach but in the esophagus, and that can burn, give you an acid burn in your esophagus, which is not a good thing. So without further ado, let's get into the many claims of apple cider vinegar. So these are some of the many benefits claimed about apple cider vinegar, and they're not my claims. So they include heartburn, all kinds of digestion problems, bacterial infections, fungal infections, yeast infections, leg cramps, allergies, acid reflux, and GERD. Now wait a second, wouldn't apple cider vinegar make your acid reflux worse? No, actually not. Even though apple cider vinegar itself hasn't been well studied, acid reflux has. And what the results are quite a bit different than what you may have been told or sold. Acid reflux is caused by not enough acid in your stomach, so it doesn't digest your food as well. And a lot of people don't have enough acid in their stomach, or if you get older, your amount of hydrochloric acid that your stomach secretes gets less. And another thing, if you're guzzling water while you're eating meals, you're not digesting your food properly, and also you're diluting the acid in your stomach, resulting in, a lot of times, acid reflux. Oh, well, back to our list. Weight control. Yeah, there have been studies done that actually do show that it does help reduce weight. Not big weight losses, but gradual weight losses. Blood pressure. Helps with colds and infections. Increased energy levels. Yeah, it's surprising. A number of people claim that their energy is boosted by drinking apple cider vinegar. Brain fog. Yeah, mental clarity. Lowers cholesterol. Insomnia. Sinus problems. Migraines. Gout. Kidney stones. Rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, blood sugar control, helps wounds heal faster, improved eyesight, improved hearing, coughs, hiccups, sore throat, helps boost immunity, and is a detoxifier. And for external use, people have claimed it helps with acne. Yeah, they say half and half vinegar and water dabbed on your skin. It's a skin toner. Helps with brown spots, dandruff, foot fungus, foot odor. As a deodorant. Actually, I did try that this morning, and once it dries, you don't smell the vinegar anymore. For shiny hair, for stress. They say if you're stressed out, heat up some apple cider vinegar so it's steaming hot and smell it and take good whiffs of it, and that's supposed to help you relax. And a half and half mixture can be used as a spray, help get rid of fleas on dogs. Just spray it on and mix it up on the fur real good, and it's supposed to help as a fly repellent on horses. Well, some of you may be concerned that drinking apple cider vinegar will make your blood more acidic, and you may have heard that acidic blood is bad because your blood's supposed to be more alkaline. Well, let's look at this logically, because first of all, no, it won't. Now, you've probably heard that things like sugars and processed flour and meat, will make your blood more acidic. And look at it logically. You taste a cookie, or you've tasted a piece of cake. Does that taste acidic? No, of course not. You taste a piece of meat. Does that taste acidic? No, of course not. So supposedly it's the ions in whatever you're eating that makes the difference in the blood. But on the other hand, that's kind of controversial, because there's others that say, well, you have so many buffer systems in your body that your blood is not going to get too acidic. So whichever way you want to look at it, apple cider vinegar does not have properties to make your blood acidic. In fact, some people say it makes more alkaline, but whatever, it's not going to affect the acidity of your blood in a negative way. Well, there you have it, the many benefits of apple cider vinegar. Yeah, and the only way you can prove if it works is to try it for yourself. And there's very little downside. Side effects, probably not going to see any. However, like anything else, if you're being treated by a doctor or you're taking prescription medicine, make sure it's okay with your pharmacist or your doctor. So I'm Hilma Volk. Yeah. Hey, do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like me? Well, or us. Leave a comment below. Like the video if you want, and subscribe to the channel. Whoopsie!